For now, though, let us say hello to our first guest of the day. He got back to his winning ways in his return to the welterweight division, the 170-pound division, a hard-fought win over Max Griffin. Split decision. I think he thought it should have been unanimous. Who cares? It's a W. We're talking to Chris Curtis, who's kind enough to join us to lead off the show. Hello, Chris. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What's up? I got to ask you, though. Who are you picking for Dubois versus Usyk? What are your thoughts on that? Like, I'm so curious.
I love this fight. I don't think Dubois should be getting the fight. I think it should be Joseph Parker, but nevertheless, Usyk, in my opinion, should win, but I think Dubois is an infinitely better fighter than the one who fought him in 2023. Way more confidence, way better, but ultimately I think Usyk is one of the best heavyweights of all time, and I think he will win via decision. What do you think?
Same thing. I definitely think this Dubois is a lot better than what we've seen. We can throw out the notion of him being a quitter and whatnot. He's much more skilled than he was. I do think it should have been Parker. I really do think it should have been Parker. But I think this Dubois is going to put up a better showing than last time. But I just still think Usyk's probably skill for skill, but one of the most technical heavyweights we've seen. Heavyweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight we've seen in the last 20 years. So it's I got to go Usyk, but I'm interested to see like how much of a dog Dubois can be.
Was it a below the belt shot back in 2023? What do you think? Very controversial. Was it legal? Was it illegal?
I would say it was legal. I like looking at it like I get it, but knowing where where your cup actually sits, it was on the belt line, but I don't think he hit anything. Like it's just knowing like in chunks where the cup sits. I think it was legal.
By the way, are you a big boxing guy?
Yeah, I came from boxing. Boxing's still my first love.
In terms of watching and following, do you enjoy it more than MMA?
Yeah. I would definitely follow boxing a little bit more closely than I do MMA. Wow. I don't watch MMA really unless it's somebody I know fighting or if it's somebody like I want to fight. Boxing, I try to follow as much as possible.
Okay. And still off social media, huh? No social media presence whatsoever these days.
No, I've got TikTok. I have a TikTok that I use. I try to do a live once a week. I got shamed by an old head in the gym one day about he's like, think about the people that inspired you when you came up and they had interviews and whatnot. And now social media is how they do that. Think about the people behind you, but maybe you have something to say to inspire somebody and you just take that away. And he shamed me and I felt really bad. I was like, damn, the old head's right. So I do a TikTok. I try to do like a live once a week just to talk to fans, like offer advice, go questions, just interact. And it's kind of something you owe the people behind the fans, the people who care, and the fighters coming up behind you. So like he really shamed me. Like I felt really bad from the old head. So he made me kind of suck up and just at least try to interact more and put something out there and try to have some form of positivity for the people behind me.
Who was the old head?
Just an old boxing coach at the gym. I don't even know this guy's name. Just an old boxing coach at the gym. And he's just one of the old heads in the gym. And he straight up shamed me. And I was like, damn, I went home. I thought about it for like 3 days. I was like, man, I feel really bad.
But no X, no Twitter for you, right?
No Twitter, no Instagram. Like,
you feel better?
We have I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's TikTok's a much less insane place most of the time. So it's just easier to deal with. I got moderators who run that stuff for me. So it's just nice to be able to interact and try to give at least a little piece of yourself back. And like the trick is though, you can't get pulled into it. Like I'll answer comments here and there, but I don't let myself spend too much time on it.
Okay. I had the good fortune of seeing you at Extreme Couture just a few days before your fight. You were just about to go out. We were there in Vegas. It was great to see you. And man, I was saying to the guys who were with me from the show, and I was like, freaking Chris Curtis looks shredded. You look shredded. And this was like 10 days or so before the fight, maybe a little bit more. And this was your return to welterweight. You were freaking shredded out there. How difficult was it to get to 170, and how did you feel?
Hilariously, this was probably one of the easiest cuts I've made.
Really?
In my entire career. So I shit you not. Anyone that says money doesn't solve all your problems has some really unique problems, or they're just not good with money. Because making 170 when you're poor is very different than making 170 when you have financial means. This was an easy cut. This was easy. Like everything was easy for me between the UFC PI and S&C staff. Like, they were very worked every day. I talked to everybody. We all linked up every day. They worked very closely hand in hand with my nutrition and my lifting schedule and whatnot. And then me being able to afford like high quality food and like, being able to afford meal prep and chefs and stuff. This was an easy cut. I was absolutely expecting to suffer for this. And you always suffer making the weight, but even the weight cut itself was probably easier than my last two cuts to 185. It was a
Damn.
very, very easy cut.
Ultimately, why did you make this call?
I'm 5'10", man. I'm 5'10". Even at 85, I've never weighed more than 205 pounds. Like, I'm a very, very, very small middleweight. Like, you got guys like Strickland, who's 230, Brad, who's 215, 220. These guys are big. And like, if you ever see like our team photos at 85, I am definitely the one that doesn't belong in that picture. I've never been, I've been 205 tops my entire UFC career. And even I think, I always thought GSP was weird for saying like, oh, being 85 was hard on his body. Like, no, man, I get it. Like, it took me 4 years to put on 15 pounds of muscle. And that came with a lot of side effects. I had a lot more injuries. I lost like a lot of flexibility in my shoulder. I got slower. I started having knee and back pains and whatnot. Losing the weight again and getting down to 70, I feel amazing. I feel fast. Like, I don't hurt. I sleep better. Like, it's just, I'm
Damn.
not meant to be above, like 200 pounds. It's just hard on my body. Even being 200 pounds is hard on me. So I think 70 is just, that's the size my body should be around there. I felt great. I felt absolutely amazing. It took me an hour and a half to make weight.
Wow. And you look
Yeah.
good, got the dub. Happy with the performance?
Yes and no. It's weird. So like, even with the cut being going so well, you're always a little bit nervous about how your body is going to feel in the fight. And we had the fight in Thailand. I was in Thailand, and then I got this fight. So I flew back 2 days after I got the fight, and we didn't have time for a practice cut. There was no nothing. It's just, all right, we're gonna jump into it, and this should work. So you're always a little bit nervous about how your body's gonna feel after you cut and you start fighting. So that was a little bit nerve wracking. And then like in the fight, we had things we trained, things we planned to work on, things we wanted to do. And then you get cut in the first minute and a half, which completely throws your old game plan out the window. Once I got cut from the headbutt, I was like, okay, like I can't. What we wanted to do, what we planned to do, is gonna have to change now because like, it was a really bad cut. So we got to the end of the first round, talked to the doctor at the second, and she's like, I'm going to the second. She's like, hey, it's pretty bad. If it gets any worse, we're gonna have to talk about what to do next. So now I'm like, damn, okay. Like, so for me, it sucks because we're landing anywhere from we're throwing between 140 to 200 punches sometimes in a round in practice. But once you get cut, you're like, man, any fighter will tell you you're at your most vulnerable when you're punching. So I'm like, the more my volume goes up, the more I'm going to risk having this cut opened up worse. And I didn't want to. I didn't want to lose to Max Griffin. I especially didn't want to lose to Max Griffin on a cut like that. Oh man, that would have broken me. So it's
Why?
sucks
Because
to not be able.
you don't hold Max to that same, standard?
No, so here's the funny thing. I have never had a problem with Max Griffin. I have never said anything but complimentary of him. Dude's a vet. He's been around for a long time. I've never whispered, thought, or breathed a bad word about Max Griffin until the day before the fight. And I see the interview. He's like, fuck Chris Curtis. I don't like Chris Curtis. And I'm like, fuck me. What did I do? Like, what did
Wow.
I do to you? So that pissed me off. So like from that point on, I was like, I'm gonna fuck you up in front of everyone. And like, from that, like I saw that and I was pissed. And I was like, bet. Like that's everyone's asking me like, why was I talking so much and like laughing at him and like taunting him in the fight. I was like, I was fucking pissed because I've never had nothing but respect for you. And like, okay, I see that the day before the fight, and I'm like, bet I'm gonna make you look stupid.
What do you think about one of the judges scoring it for him?
I don't know, man. It's this sport's weird. Like, unfortunately, I think in MMA there are so many aspects of a fight, and we have the judging criteria, right? The unified
Yeah.
judging criteria, but I don't really think anyone knows how it's supposed to be weighted. And there's so many aspects of MMA. It's not boxing where we've got generalship and like effective offense, whatnot. There's so many other things that go into it. I don't think most judges know like what the fuck they're watching or what they're supposed to be scoring. I don't know how someone gave him 2 rounds. I gave him like you can argue maybe he got the first round if you caught the headbutt and like like it just kind of like made things weird for me and I had to adjust my game plan. Give him the first round, cool, I get it, whatever. Second and third round, I have absolutely no idea how like it's weird for me because I feel like once again I got into a fight with a guy who everyone's like he's a dog, he wants to fight, and then he spends the next like next 3 rounds like trying not to fight, and he felt scared to me. He genuinely felt like scared to be in there. I'm like whatever. I won the last 2 rounds. I know for a fact I won the last 2 rounds. I thought I won them pretty cleanly, but I mean I'm not a judge. At the end of the day, all I can do is fight. Not my best performance, but not my worst. For me, this was a test. This was a test. It was a test run. We got the test in combat under fire. It passed the test. Going forward, I know what I can do. I know where my cardio is, how my body feels. We made the adjustment. There's nowhere to go but up for me from here. Like it was my test run. We passed the test. I'm confident. I can't control what the judges do, so I'm just gonna go out there and fight people.
What I thought wasn't talked about enough was the fact that you got into 2 scraps in the span of like 2 weeks, which you deserve a lot of credit for.
Chris didn't fight anybody.
Chris Curtis attacks. You didn't like that.
Whoa.
You didn't like
Chris
that.
Curtis attacked him. Technically, Chris Curtis attacked no one. If anything, I am the
Confronts?
beacon of peace.
Confronts?
I am a beacon of peace, Ariel Helwani. I am a beacon of peace.
What happened there? What happened? What's your side of the story?
It's just, hotheads and people. I'm never gonna be mad at somebody for beating a teammate of mine. Like, no, I'm never gonna be mad. Like, it's a fight. Like, fights happen. Like, I'll give you that winner or loses, it's fine. But when you start telling a guy like "fuck you, suck my dick, I'll fuck you up," you got that's a little bit far. All right, telling me "fuck you," it's one thing. I'm like, cool. A lot of people tell me "fuck you." My mom told me "fuck you," whatever. I don't care. But when you tell a grown man to I'll suck, fucking suck my dick and I'll fuck you up. Now we, as a man, we have, there's two options. You can either suck that guy's dick or you can fight him. So like when it happened, a lot, it's an exciting moment. Everybody is, kind of hyped up. And like, I'm not from this social media generation. I believe in fighting people. Like as a man, you should be like, if you say shit like this, understand that like it's going to result in a fight. And this generation of like, oh, it's just words. Like, no, shut up. Like my generation, if you say this shit to a grown man, you're gonna get hit. It's just how it goes. So a little bit of hot tempered, but like midway through, I'm like, bro, we can't fight this dude on TV like in the middle of the cage. So cooler heads prevailed for the most part, but I'm from a different generation, man. Like these social media kids and all their bullshit. Like, oh, it's just words. Be an adult. Like, no, shut up. Like, shut up. Like, you're a fucking little girl. Like, and where I come from at my age, like, no, you did this shit. Like, you're gonna be in a fight. So times are different, man. I'm a relic of the past, unfortunately, but I like that past. And whatever the shit is now, like, I don't know, kids are weird, but like in my day, you said that shit, you were going to be in a fist fight.
That fighter, Luis Hernandez, do you know him? Do you have a history with him? And if not, have you seen him since?
No, I've never known this kid. He was just fighting a teammate of mine. I was gonna congratulate him on the fight. Like he won. I wasn't mad at him. Like, bro, like you beat my teammate. It's happened. I've cornered guys who've lost before. I've had teammates corner me when I've lost. I wasn't mad at the guy. Like I've never met him before. I was gonna congratulate him after the fight. And then he's like, fuck you, suck my dick. Oh, okay, fuck you up. And I'm like, what is this, bro? Like, okay. So, I've never met him. It happens. I'll at some point, I just had so much fight shit going on. I didn't get a chance. I'm gonna figure out how to reach out to him at some point and just talk to him. Like, hey man, like, you know what? This was dumb. Like you were in your fucking moment. And I took offense. I got in my field, took offense to it. I'll reach out to him at some point, talk to him, but I don't hate the dude. Like, I'm not mad he won, man. Like, you know what? It's just a weird thing to do, and like everybody got pissed off. It was a little bit bad look for everybody, but I'll reach out to him probably later tomorrow if I can get a hold of him and kind of just. I'm almost 40, man. I don't need the beef. I don't need the bad karma. I got other shit to worry about. So I'm happy for the dude. Congratulations. Like celebrate your win, but be careful what you say, and to who, because like that shit's. We're not all like TikTok kids. Like we will actually fight you.
And by the way, I know there was a little concern of like, would there be any ramifications? Um, is Nevada upset about this? Are there any issues stemming from it?
We had some very interesting meetings with Nevada. So so we had Nevada did kind of come down on us. So it's one of those things to where like Nevada understands how the situation got out of hand, but Nevada's also like, hey, this isn't acceptable. So I got I got a punishment for it. Sean got punished for it. So like at that point, you gotta take your lickings. You can't really argue because like yeah, like we did have a fuck up and like they're varying degrees of fuck ups, but we could have made different choices. So I'm not mad about it at all. They were pretty fair about it. They're pretty cool about everything. It's just one of those things where like, hey man, like we know that like this is how you guys see it, but we can't have this going forward. So I ended up paying a decent little penny for this. Like yes, cost me
Wow.
a
What was
nice
the
chunk
punishment?
of
Was it
money.
just a fine?
I got a fine. Sean got some other stuff. I'll let him tell you guys about that at some point. I'm not gonna out his business.
Okay.
But I ended up with a pretty interesting fine from Nevada.
Damn. But
But
you could still
it's
corner people. Like you're not barred from doing any of that, or
no, I'm good. I'm good. Like mine was a little bit different from Sean, so I'm fine. It's just they got me with a nice little fine. But at the end of the day, I made a choice to go in there, so like that part falls on me. But Nevada's been very understanding, and they had a good talk, a good conversation with us about like what would it's essentially they're really like you guys fucking know better and like you didn't they understand but this is we can't have it happen again. We have to set we have to like lay down ground rules. So Nevada's been great, but it ended up costing me. But at the end of the day, I appreciate Nevada for being for hearing us out and being reasonable with everything. So I like Nevada. I always love fighting Nevada, and that's why like they're a very human commission. They understand fighters. They understand the people we are and the industry we're in. So they're very good at walking that line and being like, hey, like this is what it's going to be. So it sucks. You always hate losing money, but at the end of the day, I fucked up, so you got to pay for it.
if nothing else, it showed that you and Sean are on the same page, that you're buds, that you're partners in crime again. Like you were in unison. That was nice to see.
So usually in most things we'll have each other's back. It's just there's like he drives me insane, I drive him insane. We're great friends, we're questionable teammates just because the way we approach fighting. We're great friends. He's honestly like a brother to me still. We're great friends, we're horrible teammates.
All right, I can respect that. By the way, correct me if I'm wrong. Today's your birthday, right?
Yeah, 38. I'm old as fuck.
Bro,
38.
what are you doing
Like,
spending it
Jesus.
with us here? Jeez Louise, do you have anything fun planned for later in the day?
No, dude, I don't celebrate birthdays, man. I stopped doing that when I was like 13.
Come
So
on.
we got some childhood trauma. I don't really celebrate birthdays,
Oh,
but now I'm fine. My manager Lance, his birthday is actually tomorrow, so we celebrated our birthdays yesterday because
okay.
he's running around doing other stuff. Lance is the homie, so we had dinner yesterday, and that's about it for me. I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna go to practice here in a little bit to help out with sparring. Gonna hang out with the my youngest and my fiance. But that's it, man. Like I don't people always ask, "Oh, why don't you celebrate or do stuff?" Like, I kind of live a fun life to where I can, like, every day for me, I get to be around the people I love, my family, my friends. I got nothing to worry about in life anymore. Like, and every day is a celebration for me. So birthday is just today, man. I get to do this every day anyway.
I love it and respect that very much. Is your eye okay?
God, I got so many fucking stitches, bro.
How
I will
many?
say thank you to the doc. 23 with
Damn.
12 double internal stitches. So there's 12 inside and 11 outside. Luckily the doctor was a like plastic surgeon, so it's like it's in my eyebrow here, but he did a really good job of like sewing it back. But if you look at my like TikTok, whatever, you see the picture. I'll send it to you. Like my eyebrow was just hanging off. It was so
Jeez.
gross. Like, it was fucking disgusting. So headbutted again. Like, but what else would be new? But it's healing nicely. It doesn't feel as bad as it could. It's gonna be more ugly than it was. And then this eye is just man, yeah. But hopefully in a few days the swelling goes away and I'll be looking back to mostly normal.
Who's next? Who do we want?
Dude, oh man, there's like so much stuff going on. I think Vicente Luque would be fun. Like
Okay.
I think we're two like old dogs. Like I love Vicente Luque. I think that'd be a really fun fight. I know Jeff Neal's got a fight already, so he's doing his thing. I think Luque would be really fun. I think that'd just be a really fucking fun fight.
I would love that. I think that would be great for you. It was great to see the fans show you love after the fight as well. That was great to see.
Dude,
Nashville had
my
love.
walkout ovation was amazing. And like, let me see, like my boy Tony Parker. So the guy right here in the tank top.
Yeah.
One of my first wrestling coaches in MMA, Tony Parker, a
Wow.
teammate of mine. Yeah, dude. Like, so I had so many people come from Ohio. One of my boys, Jordan, had a like executive suite up here at the arena. I had so much love from Ohio. On top of that, dude, Tennessee loved me. I got so much love from Tennessee. Dude, Nashville's amazing. Like Nashville's absolutely amazing. It's one of my top 3 places I've ever fought. Like they're such a cool crowd, and like so much love. It's absolutely awesome. Like that was a really fun night for me.
Love it. Well, congratulations. Enjoy the win. Enjoy your birthday, whichever way you want to enjoy it. Glad to hear that the eye is relatively okay for now and will get better. Always great to talk to you. And it was great to see you a couple of days ago at the gym as well.
Dude, get back to Vegas sometime, man. Or come visit me in Thailand, man. Come get some sun. It'll be good. I don't know how you doing. How you doing, son?
I'm good. I'm Middle Eastern, so that's my natural habitat.
So you just tan gloriously. All right, dude.
Yes.
Come hang out in Thailand, man. You'll love it. You and Bear can become golden and great. It's great, man.
That would be fantastic. Thank you, Chris. Congrats.
Later, man.
Good to see you. There he is, the great Chris Curtis, the action man. Great win for him at 170 pounds. What a great guy. Great demeanor. Always jovial, happy. I'm happy that he's in a good place and that he's able to celebrate not only his birthday but a victory just a couple of days ago in Nashville. Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.